Hello, my name is Konstantin and I'm one of the co-founders of Hotel Messenger. In this short video, I'd like to give you a quick introduction about what we do at Hotel Messenger, why we do it, and how you benefit from us. Our approach is to enhance the guest experience in your hotel for the guest communication services by giving you, the hotelier, the choice of adding more communication channels to your communication scheme. Today's communication possibilities are nearly unlimited. You have a lot of digital options, digital signage, monitors, in-room TV, apps on tablets and smartphones, even wearables. Paper is still an important means of communication in a lot of hotels we serve, and also in the back office, invisible to the guest, there are a lot of options of optimizing by having booking engines, either self-service by the guest or just for internal use. But our experience is that adding a new communication channel puts usually a lot of stress on the team, and hotel staff teams are at a very high stress level. Good people are hard to recruit, and that's why we thought and found out that simply adding communication channels while adding stress and effort you need to cover on your team is not the solution, because so far communication channels usually added a silo, literally to your team. And the thing is that this new and the existing silos, they simply didn't speak to each other. They didn't communicate, meaning that the work for maintaining and adding information into a specific communication channel simply adds up if you add a new one. And additionally, it's complicated software, so people who use it on a daily basis are usually pretty fond of what they do, but if they need to be substituted because of sickness or vacation, it's hard to find someone who's as capable of using the software right from the beginning, because it's usually pretty complicated special software. So it's not only that you have to copy paste the information from silo to silo, meaning communication channel to communication channel, but you have to also be a kind of specialist in software. It's monotone, stupid work. You keep people in the back office. You don't have them working with the guests, which is the most important job at the hotel. Also, it's usually software installed on premises, and it puts additional stress on the IT team because they need to administer that software as well. So that's why we thought this is simply adding new channels and adding new work is not the option. We need a way to limit the amount of work and the effort your team has on the daily guest communication. And what we achieved is not only to limit the effort, but to significantly reduce the effort on the daily guest communication. And I'll show you in a second how we do it. I just want to cover the basic principles before and tell you then how we save 70 to 90% on your daily guest communication, which is really significant, and meaning that our solution will kind of amortize within 2 to 4 months from the very start. The basic principles of our work are: we are channel agnostic. We don't deliver an app or simply an app. We do deliver an app, but we do deliver a lot of exactly 9 different communication channels where you, the hotelier, can choose from. So you kind of cherry pick out of our system if you want to use an app. If you don't want to use an app, we have plenty of other channels which most probably suit your hotel. So we are channel agnostic. At the same time, we're content agnostic. You can give us everything you want to communicate to your guests. Every type of content, every type of format for this content. We don't care, because you know best which channels and which content is suitable for your guests, for your property. We are very much focused on during stay content. The UX of our communication channels focus strictly on that, and the information hierarchy and the information structure as well. We are a cloud-based content management system, as most of the of the state-of-the-art software is we have a web-based content management system accessible from any web browser in the world, and unlimited access slots to that system for your hotel staff. So it's really nothing installed on premises. You don't have to administer everything. It's all cloud-based. I talked already about the reduction of workload, 70 to 90% of your daily workload taken down from the team. And we are, by definition, API driven from the very beginning. So we are happy to import and export content out of the system. So how do we get to reduce 70 to 90% of your daily workload? It's simply two things. In the middle of this slide, you see the blue box called Hotel Messenger CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System. And the very first thing which leads to a significant reduction of workload is you enter the information once into the system. You don't have to enter the information multiple times in order to feed multiple channels. You simply enter it once, full stop. Second thing is you see there in the blue boxes around the screen are the different communication channels we provide. And the second thing we do is that a graphical adaptation is automatically done. So we display the information which is in the CMS automatically in real time in the digital channels, and graphically and UX layout adapted to fit the use case of the different channels best. And that's number two, where we usually have to frickle around a lot and do a daily adaptation on slides you show on in-room TV or digital signage, because nothing is really the same. We have a structure where the content, which is, as I said, entered once into the CMS, is graphically automatically adapted and displayed into our channels. Important message: all we do is white label. So we cover your logo, we cover your fonts, we cover your font colors, we cover your colors as well. We do not display any competitors in any of the channels. We do not display any ads. You can display ads if you want, but we do not. And this is an important message. It's, if you have an app, I'll talk about this later as well. If you have an app, it's your app. It shows your logo. It shows your name. It doesn't never ever show any competitors or any other hotels in there. So let me quickly go through the hotel, through the communication channels. These are the blue boxes on the slide here on the outside frames. First one is on the upper right is a website. We feed your existing website with content which is stored in the Hotel Messenger CMS in order to beef up the booking engine for your potential guests to book a room. So what we can do is we show their activities, culinary stuff, cultural stuff, kids programs, spa activities, sports, which is going on at your hotel, so that people do not only see pictures of how your hotel look like, but they can also read what's really going on at your hotel, which is real data. So the possibility that they book a room is improved. That's option and channel number one. Number two is digital signage screens, running on all standard hardware, small screens, large screens, in portrait and landscape format, and they can be active like touch screens that people can navigate with their fingers on these screens, or they can be passive in terms of just showing a slideshow which goes around. And we do also deliver this service for in-room TVs with the possibility to split languages, like for channel 1 and 2 and 3, to cover the different languages of your guests in your hotel. Next one is smart TV apps. We're working on a version there where you can navigate with the remote control on the TV in order to browse through the content you provide there in the smart TV app. At the lower right, there's the app package. It's on the one hand Nest and native guest apps working on smartphone and tablets natively, Android and iOS operation systems, a very, very focused on the use case to search and find in an app immediately. As I said, white label, having your logo, having your name in the app stores. So you have also a search engine optimization thing if you're listed in the app stores, which people will see if they search in the internet. Very, very efficient and good working apps, working offline, receiving push messages, and a lot of other stuff. What comes in a package with the apps, if you buy the native apps, is a web guest app. This is simply a website optimized for the display on smartphones and tablets. And the difference is, for the web guest app, you do not have to install anything. So that's kind of the low barrier entry where you could provide to your guests, that they do not have to install anything at the beginning. They can simply test, and the functionality, the features are totally identical between the two services. And if your guests like the stuff you offer them in the web app, they are most likely to install the native app, which is a great thing because they have your branding, your icon, your name on their smartphones, and they can receive your message even when they left the hotel. What I split the screen is into a right and a left half. The right half I just explained is everything visible by the guests. So it's a lot of digital communication channels which you can offer your guests if you want to have them, and kind of sometimes have a self-service offering. On the left side, it's everything behind the scenes, and depending on your hotel, how your style is, how your guests are, you might not want to show digital channels to your guests, so you rather stay on the left side, or you want to do the right side and maybe as well the left side. So you can really cherry pick what's most suitable for you. Continuing on the left side, on the lower left side, we have booking engines. We have booking engines for restaurant tables. We have booking engines for activities, for spa bookings. And you can either use these booking engines behind the scenes to replace kind of paper booking forms where you write down bookings, table reservations of your guests. And additionally, if you want, you can open these engines for self-service, for example, through the native apps or the web app, or through digital signage screens. So depending on what you want to do, you can also offer your guests to use these booking engines. What we do on top of providing our own booking engines is we integrate third-party booking engines, for example, table reservations, spa treatments, and stuff like that. Next one is an API. In order to connect to PMS or CRM systems, we offer a structured export, import, XML, and JSON formats, and you can take all the information which is in our system and display it somewhere else. Next one on the left side is the ready-to-print PDF. This is really a stunning product, and I told you that everything else is white label. This one here is pixel perfect. We pixel perfectly display your print templates within this thing, and what we do is we automate the production of these ready-to-print PDFs in terms of the content is already stored into the CMS because you entered it once. And what we do there is we either automatically or semi-automatically produce frequently recurring print stuff in your hotel, like being it daily or weekly information, being it menu cards, bar cards, being it flyers, being it a spa schedules, like in the landscape format, timetables for the kids program, for cultural programs. Everything which changes quite frequently is pixel perfectly, automatically or semi-automatically done within our system. And if you're interested in that, please browse the feature side of this engine and watch the video there. It's really, really impressive. And the last thing we do is we feed newsletters within your existing newsletter tools. We are not the ones doing a newsletter for you, but we can feed your existing newsletter, for example, for pre-arrival mails, with information what's happening at your hotel in the next week when the people arrive. You're just sending the newsletter tool, and they can prepare, they can pre-book, they can pack the right clothes, the right colors, whatever. They can pack the right equipment because they know what's going on in your hotel. These are our communication channels, 9 communication channels. As I said, you cherry pick whichever channel works fine for your hotel, your guests, your staff. And the important message is this is a holistic approach to guest communication. So we cover everything you want to communicate with your guests, and you save a lot of work. Once again, 70 to 90% of your daily guest communication admin. We are very, very much focused on resort hotels, 4 or 5-star resort hotels. This is just a few hotels we serve. We serve over 400 hotels worldwide. This is just a few of them. Really great names especially in Europe, with our big customers, TUI and their different brands. We're serving worldwide hotels. In every case, very much focused 4 or 5 stars, sometimes 3 stars. We now start into city and business hotels, but always hotels which have a lot to communicate to the guests because they have multiple restaurants. They have activities like concerts or cultural activities. They have spas which they want to communicate. Our system is unlimited in languages towards the guests, so we can serve every language, we can serve every area in the world. Due to our location in Berlin, we're so far focused on Central and Southern Europe, with a really great hotels which we love to work with and where we are in very close interaction. What about our company? We have been founded 2011 in Berlin-Kreuzberg. We currently employ 25 plus people in Berlin and Romania, where we host very fine developers, serving 400 plus hotels worldwide, every area except North and South America, which we're acquiring right now. Me and my colleague founder have 30 plus years experience in travel tech. So we really know what we do there. And in our advisory board are, among others, the former Schloss Elmau general manager and a Oetker Group senior executive, really helping us with their network and with their profound experience and profound knowledge of hotel processes in order to increase the quality of the product on a nearly daily basis. Thank you very much for your interest. Thank you very much for your time. Please browse our website and please contact us in order to get more information about Hotel Messenger. You can either book a personal demo at that URL, or click the link, or call us or write us an email. We are happy that you're interested in Hotel Messenger and would like to start an intensive discussion with you about how Hotel Messenger could also be the very right solution for guest communication at your hotel.